Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm coming at you with another unboxing. We're taking a look at the newest collection for the month of October from Freckled Fawn. I'm super excited for this one. I don't know about you, but fall is one of my favorite times to create. I love all the colors and the textures, and we get to be a little bit cooler and comfier, so I am super excited to play with this. What I have here is the 6x8 bundle. So it's got papers for the 6x8, but they also offer a wide variety of options for you. So you can do traveler's notebook sized bundle. So it has these papers cut down to standard traveler's notebook. They also have some new journaling cards, or you can mix and match or add things all order them a la carte. So there's lots of options over in the Freckled Fawn shop, depending on what kind of crafter or creator that you are. So I will have those links down below for you so you can check that out. Like I said, I have the 6x8. This is the largest format that they offer for their papers. I do this because I can still cut these down into standard traveler's notebook sized papers. But if you primarily craft in a traveler's notebook, they do scale these down to that standard size. So that might work a little bit better for you if that's how you create. So let's dive right in and take a look at everything that comes in the collection. First up, we have the papers, and these are double-sided papers. So you get two of each print. So I have them turned so that you can see A side, B side. The quality of these papers are amazing. It is so thick. One of the thickest probably pattern papers that I have in my craft space. So if you are somebody that likes to do 3D crafts, like using cut files to create gift boxes and things like that, these papers are perfect for that. They do not need to be doubled up. They really have some nice heft and weight to them and kind of stand on their own. So they can take some abuse if you want to be adding paints and sprays and things like that. If you like to do a little bit more mixed media scrapbooking, you can definitely do that with these papers. So here's the first one here. You've got this really pretty green with the heart on there and this fun kind of fish scale or scallop pattern there. And it kind of gives you a peek into the color palette. I do also have close-up photos of all of these products over on my blog, as well as color swatch matching. So I pull a variety of products, including, Neocolor crayons and gelatos and paints and inks and things like that, and try to color match them to the colors of the kit. That way you can just grab things and go and start creating. You don't have to think about all the color matching. So head on over if you want to see that color palette over there. So there is that paper. Here is the next one here. Again, they are double-sided. So you've got this fun stripe pattern with the colors, and you've got some traditional, kind of ochres or chartreuse and green that go along with lots of, kind of the common fall colors that we see. But then you've got this pop of like mint and salmon and kind of a blushy pink in there and a teal. So some colors that you may not always see in fall collections, which is really nice. So you've got that stripe pattern and then this tone-on-tone floral pattern, which is so pretty. Love the colors and the papers this month. Next up, we've got this fun polka dot pattern, and that gives you a glance at all of the colors of the collection. And then this grid pattern, and it is the green. So it's not gray or black. It's that kind of olive green color grid. So this would be a great one if you are like me and you do a binder project where I have like a gratitude journal or I do a note to self binder. So this would give you a good base page to then add things onto, or cut it apart and use it as layering pieces behind photos or elements or things like that. So I love that you have a combination of some like more statement papers and then some more muted papers for layering. And then last but not least, you have this really pretty teal floral pattern, and then this one here with the white and the mint. Again, if you are primarily doing something in your traveler's notebook, you can do the traveler's notebook papers. And so this pattern is scaled down to a standard traveler's notebook. So that might work a little bit better than trying to cut down a 6x8 paper to fit in your traveler's notebook. So just take note of that when you go over there and decide what papers you want to order. So there are the patterned papers. Next up, we have the chipboard stickers. These are probably one of my most favorite items that Freckled Fawn offers. The quality is super good. I love that they are stickers. They're good to go. So they are chipboard stickers. They pop right out of here. So it allows you to kind of test them out and try them out on your project first. And then you can peel off the backer sheet and they're stickers. You're ready to go. If you are creating in your Bible or a traveler's notebook or a binder, something where you don't want the bulk, you can tear these apart and kind of pull off the back layers of chipboard and thin it out and then just use your own adhesive. And then that way you don't have the bulk that you get with chipboard. I like texture and chunk, but I know that's not for everybody. And so if you're creating a project where you want to reduce the chunkiness, don't be afraid to pull these apart and kind of, cannibalize them to fit your project. So here you've got several different rows, and a few of them are colored to match the collection, but then you have some just plain black and white, which is nice. I don't know about you, but I always end up with leftovers at the end of a kit, and sometimes it's kind of hard to mix and match with other kits or other collections or companies or things like that. So I love that there are some more neutral ones that will be easier to use up in other projects. And they are really fun words as we gear up for holiday season. You know, we've got Thanksgiving coming around the corner. Some of us are starting to get back into the groove of things, of having, you know, family get-togethers and things like that. And so there's some great words in here for that. You've got family members like grandpa, uncle, aunt, brother, sister. And you've got some of the things that we might be doing, like game time. We do this every year, these memories, selfie time, family outing. Maybe you're going to go to the pumpkin patch or something like that, baking together. So really great phrases that go with maybe some of the photos that we will be documenting this time of year. Family traditions, cousin time. Really, really love the words that she included in here. So there's a look at the chipboard stickers. Again, you can order those individually. You do not have to order the collection in its entirety. Next up, we have the wood veneer pieces. Freckled Fawn always offers some really fun, different wood veneer pieces, and this month is no different. You've got 4 of these little coffee cups, and I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but it's been laser etched into the wood veneer, and so it's exposed the darker corrugated center part, and that's what creates the coffee sleeve. So it's textured and darker. It's just so fun, the detail on these pieces. And then it has a little heart cut out, so you could layer maybe some pattern paper behind there or something like that. These would be really cute as an embellishment piece, maybe if you're doing one of those pillow box to gift somebody a gift card, or even just creating a greeting card if you're going to be gifting somebody a coffee shop gift card. These would be great for that. Or maybe you're just documenting your favorite coffee drink. These would be good for that. I love to add a color to these. I know a lot of people just use wood veneer naked, how it comes, but I like to add color and kind of customize. I prefer to use distress paints. That's kind of my medium of choice, but you can use a wide variety of things, gelatos, watercolors, acrylic paints, inks even. So don't be afraid to go in there and color these. The wood veneer does kind of affect the color. So if you're wanting true color on here, apply white down first and then add your color, and that will allow you to add, you know, whatever color you want to those wood veneer pieces. Next up, we have the enamel dot stickers. So you've got tons and tons on here, and you've got 3 different sizes, a large, medium, and small. These do have quite a bit of dimension. These are not like a flat epoxy style. They are pretty raised, which I like that. So you've got, let's see, the red, the green, ochre, and then that blush pink color that goes along with the collection, and you've got plenty on there. Enamel stickers can be kind of pricey. I don't know if you've shopped them in the big box craft stores. So I like when you get these in a collection and they offer tons of them, because I use these. They're a great little finishing kind of sprinkle on top of the cake when you're done with your project. Next, we have the washi strip stickers. So you get 2 sheets of the washi strips. I like that these are done this way and not in a traditional roll of washi. That way you can get a wide variety of patterns. I don't ever hardly go through a whole roll of washi tape. So this gives you, you know, lots of different ones to play with. Finish up your fall crafting, and then you're good to go. You're not left over with a bunch of leftover tapes that you might not use again. So you've got some fun ones in here like Together. This would be fun to cut apart and kind of incorporate with the label stickers to create your title, like Better Together or Together Always. So you know, think outside of the box, cut these apart. They are washi tape material, so you can tear them just like washi tape, and they are translucent like washi tape. So keep that in mind for something like this really cute ruler. It looks like it's white, but it will show through anything that you stick it on. So if you were to stick that ruler on the floral pattern paper, that's going to show through that. So just keep that in mind when you use them. But you've got some really fun kind of simple grids and stripes, and then these fun pies and the coffee cups. So a lot of variety. You could even fussy cut these out and use them individually. And you do get 2 sheets of those, so you have plenty for your projects. Next up are the label stickers. So you have a few different sizes and shapes. They are a matte cardstock sticker, but they do still have a little bit of a slickness to them. So if you're going to be stamping on this, make sure you use STAYS-ON or archival ink. You want something permanent. It's a little bit trickier when you start using other inks than that. You definitely don't want to be stamping with like distress ink or something like that. It will not dry on top of these. I know from firsthand experience. So stick with STAYS-ON or archival ink, or, you know, using your stickers or something like that. I have even run these through my typewriter. So if you apply these to a piece of wax paper, you can run it through your typewriter and then type directly on there as well. So you've got several different shapes and sizes, like I mentioned, and again, bringing in those colors from the collection, which is really nice. I have seen some really creative uses for label stickers from the creative team. They really push me to create outside of my comfort zone. They've used these for tabs or for layering elements behind things. They don't just use them as standard labels. So definitely check out some of the gals from the creative team. I'll try to link some of them down below because they really get creative with how they use some of these products. Next up, we have the alpha stickers. This month it is a tile alpha in this really pretty ochre color. Very kind of simple font, but it does have, you know, some little accents on some of the letters. You've got several of each letter, and we've got extras of the vowels. So plenty of A's, E's, I's, O's, you get it. You've also got several numbers down at the bottom. I love tile alphas. They've been a favorite of mine. If you've followed me for years, you know I love tile alphas. I love to mix and match these with larger alphas and kind of create some different titles and things like that. So there is that. And then last but not least, we have the new item to the shop, which is the journaling cards. So you do have the option to purchase the bundles with the journaling cards instead of the papers, or you can get the journaling cards on their own. So just make sure you pay attention to that when you're ordering from the shop. So you get 10 of the journaling cards. They are double-sided, just like the papers. And I have these kind of mixed up here a little bit. That's okay. They are just as thick as the pattern papers. I was really stunned when I pulled these out of the package. I was like, wow, these are nice and substantial. So you can add plenty of chunky ephemera and things like that on there, and it's not going to be flimsy. I like that, especially when I'm trying to stick it into the pocket. Sometimes if it's a flimsy paper, it gets like crinkled or doesn't want to slide into the pocket easily. If you're not a pocket scrapbooker, don't worry, you can still use these. As I've mentioned in some of my other unboxing videos that incorporate journaling cards, you can use these as layering elements behind photos. You can die cut things out of them. You know, they are a smaller scale than the other patterns. And so like this pattern here, you could, you know, get some alphas die cut out of there. You could create a mini album, a mini book with these. So use these as actually the page. I've done that with washi tape and created little mini books. So if you're not a pocket scrapbooker, don't worry, you can still use the cards. So let me try to get these lined back up the way that they're supposed to be. Okay, so I have them flipped to A side, B side, so you can see them at the same time. So they are double-sided. You do get 2 of each. So maybe you've got one that you really love, like let's say you really love the bucket list one, then you've got 2 of those, but you also have the option of the B side. So here we've got the today and the bucket list. Again, don't be afraid to cut these apart or, you know, use them in other ways than pocket scrapbooking. I love that they leave you some open space for customization. So some open space for journaling or maybe some ephemera pieces, stickers, things like that. You've got this one here with that tone-on-tone floral pattern. And then this one here, again, giving you some space to do your journaling or something like that in there. This fun pinwheel pattern, and then the teal heart. That's A side, B side. You've got the really cute coffee cup with, again, space to journal, maybe space for a title or a date. And then there is the B side to that one, which is this really fun kind of plaid grid pattern. And then autumn memories and that really pretty teal floral pattern. So there's a look at the 3x4 journaling cards. So I love that they are offering those now. I know many of you guys do pocket scrapbooking. I have tried over the years to do Project Life, and it just doesn't work out to do that kind of project. But I do want to share with you, these are some items from the Freckled Fawn shop that they have, which is really unique and amazing. So they have these pocket page inserts that fit into a traveler's notebook system. So I have been creating in here just some of my more casual photos, especially during COVID. These are some of the things that I've been doing during the pandemic that I've been documenting in here with my Freckled Fawn kits. And so now instead of having to cut down my papers, you have your 3x4 journaling cards that will fit perfectly in here. So they have these plastic page inserts that go in your traveler's notebook. They also have these ones here that are a full sheet that fit the traveler's notebook. So if you've got the standard traveler's notebook papers, these will fit in here as well. So they've got some options for pocket pages that fit into their traveler's notebook system. So definitely check that out in the shop as well. So there's a look at the October collection and some of the other products from Freckled Fawn. Stay tuned. I will be creating with us throughout the month. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out the description box for links to everything that I talked about. Those are affiliate links. Just heads up. They do send me these products being a part of the creative team, but all opinions and ideas are my own. So just heads up on that. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.